This video right here made $7,869 on a video that only got 1.8 million views. And just for full transparency, I'll go ahead and refresh just so you can see everything's legit. I'll even go to the bottom left settings. You can see that the currency is in USD as well. It's not some random currency. So this video actually almost made $10,000. And like I said, it only got 1.8 million views. It's not a super mega viral video. And if we actually take a further look at the revenue tab, we can scroll down and we can see that the revenue, or the RPM, is actually $4.37 per 1,000 views, which is pretty mid. And if you're still questioning my YouTube credibility, then I'll show you another video. Again, I'll go ahead and start off with a refresh. That way there's nothing fishy going on. This video got 254,000 views, gained 1,500 subscribers, and the most important thing, which is the revenue, 1,841. And we can see that the RPM on this video actually is a lot higher, $7.25, which is actually pretty decent. So now that you fully believe me and you know that I'm credible and I actually know what I'm talking about, I'm going to show you exactly how I was able to make over $10,000 in these two videos combined, and more specifically how I was able to generate $7,000 on a single video. And again, it didn't even go super viral. It only got 1.8 million views. And the key thing to note here is that you could see right here on the real time where my mouse is, it's still actively gaining views. So it's been out for 168 days, yet in the past 48 hours, it's still gaining views. And if we change this to last 60 minutes, it still has over a view every single minute. So it's still making money and it's still gaining views, which is exactly what we want to see when posting videos on YouTube. So now I'm going to be showing you my 5-step process every single time I make a video. And the two videos that I showed you, the niches that they were in are specifically body cam footage. So for the example that I'm going to be using for each of these 5 steps, it's important that you memorize this. The example video title that I'm going to be referencing, that way it makes more sense and I can actually explain each of these 5 different steps that I do in my videos to a title, that way it makes sense. So the example title I'm going to be going with is Woman Steals Cop Car, Crashes, and Kills 2 Officers. So step number 1, every single time, and the first thing you should be looking at when making a video is obviously the hook. Now the hook is the first 0 to 15 seconds usually, and I'm talking about for long form content, I'm not talking about shorts. Showing the payoff immediately is by far the most important thing. So whatever the title is, the example title I'm using is Woman Steals Cop Car, Crashes, and Kills 2 Officers. And something that you see evident in a lot of the body cam channels is if you click on the video, whatever the video title and the thumbnail was, you're going to get almost a teaser as soon as you click on the video, showing that the payoff and the actual reason you clicked on the video is going to be the end result of the video if you keep watching. And now each video needs to be like a story. It has a beginning, a middle, and the end. But viewers can't make it to the middle or the end if they don't make it past the beginning, which is also the hook. So you need to show the payoff immediately. So if I have Woman Steals Cop Car, Crashes, and Kills 2 Officers, I'm not just going to have the raw body cam footage of the officer showing from when they were driving and then they got the call and then they went to the scene, because then that would be boring. You need to show the payoff and show that, okay, if I keep watching, that eventually I'm going to get and see how this entire story happened, how the woman stole the car, how she crashed it, and how ultimately 2 officers ended up dying. So the goal is to make them need to keep watching. It's the same thing when you click on Mr. Beast's video. One, it's already a good idea and a good title, which is the whole reason people click on videos, is because they like the idea or something appealed and caught their eye. And then within the first 0 to 15 seconds, you need to catch their attention and make them need to keep watching. Because if the hook is boring, and it's same thing when you watch movies or trailers, if it doesn't look interesting or it doesn't look like it's going to have a good payoff or the storyline is shit, then you're not going to keep watching, right? It doesn't matter how good the middle or the ending of the video is. If the beginning is boring and it takes 5 or 10 minutes to get to the actual good part, no one's going to want to watch this. People want to be entertained, and that is why drama sells. And that is the sole reason why these body cam videos do so good, because they're real, they're relatable, and they're insanely dramatic because it's real situations, and life or death typically happens in some of these cases because it's crazy and it's real. So you're basically needing to tell their brain, if you keep watching, I'll show you exactly how this happened. You don't want to start too slow. You don't really want to do any intros, logos of, hey guys, make sure to watch till the end. You know, you don't really want to do that. Obviously it depends on the niche, but you don't want to really give them too much context. So again, for this example title, I would have the video starting off with one of the officers getting out of the cop car and showing him opening the door and then rushing to the car that's crashed, and then potentially cutting for the next like 3 to 5 second clip of having one of the officers that's actually like down or wounded, showing him. That way you can see, okay, one, I know that it's a car crash, the officer's running, the body cam that you're watching is running, so it's obviously something serious, and there's an officer down. So that's already 3 things in the first like 5 to 6 seconds of this video that I would do to show people that it's serious and that they need to keep watching because obviously the title and the thumbnail got them to click in the first place. And then one of the most important things right here that you need to focus on is confusion and curiosity. Curiosity sells. It's the sole reason that videos exist. Yes, you understand when you click on a video, you read the title, you read the thumbnail, so you understand more or less what's going to happen. But you want to understand how we got there, right? How did a woman steal a cop car? That's the first thing that would be on my mind if I saw this video, because it's not easy to steal a cop car. You can't just go up to it and steal it. How did she do it? Did she rob the police officer? Is she on drugs? Is she mentally insane? How did she do it? I want to see and I want to know how. How did she crash the car? So she clearly stole the car. She then crashed it and then ultimately wounding or, killing 2 officers. Like how? I want to see the start, before, and after. I want to see this, this, and this. This happened, then this happened. End result of this and this happening, this happened. I want to see that start to finish storyline, and that's exactly what the hook and the intro of your video needs to look like. Now, number 2 is very important as well because the storyline build. And by the way, you have to do these steps in order because you can't just build the storyline and then do the intro and then go through number 3 or 4. You have to go through these in order 1 through 5. So make sure you're applying this to your channel. Number 2, the storyline builds, which is how it starts. You need to walk them into the situation naturally. Who's involved? Why are they there? What feels off early? And what small details hint that this is about to go bad? So again, for the example of woman steals cop car, it's very niche dependent, and for something like this on the body cam channel, there's a high chance that the girl that stole the cop car was already being interrogated or already in an altercation with the officer. There's a probably 0% chance that the lady just went up to a cop car, stole it, and did all this crazy stuff, right? So you need to make it very clear that this is the lady who's involved. Why are they there? Was she pulled over for something? Did she have no plate? Is she just crazy? Is she like naked in the streets? Like what happened? What led up to her being a random civilian before the officers pulled up? Like what did she do? What is she on? What's happening? What feels off? Like I said, is she on drugs? Is she going crazy? Was it just a normal traffic stop and then she went berserk and for some reason freaked out and stole a cop car? What happened? And then the small details that hints that this is about to go bad. Maybe you pause and you do a voiceover and you can see that as the officers has the flashlight over her eyes, you can see that her eyes are red. Her pupils are like crazy. She's breathing very heavily. Like she understands like she's about to freak out or something like that, right? Like I said, it's very niche dependent. Depends on your story, depends on your specific video, but more or less this is what I would do. Again, just going based off the example. Now, number 3, escalation. It gets worse. This is what you want to do, right? And for each of these steps, you want to be able to say, after you do number 1, you want to be like, okay, the hook, then the story build, and then escalation. And then you have to be able to use the words and then, but, this, therefore. You need to be able to explain things, and each step should be able to tie into each other, right? So it shouldn't feel like, okay, I missed something here, or why is she already in the cop car, or why is this. It needs to make sense, and you need to do it in a storyline basis, which is number 2 and a good point. So now number 3, escalation. There must be a change every 30 to 60 seconds. If you're just uncutting and you're doing raw footage, or again, it's just something super boring and there's unnecessary parts like the cops at Dunkin' Donuts, no one cares about that. People clicked on the video because they saw a woman crash a cop car, steal it. Like no one cares about a cop being at Dunkin' Donuts. They clicked on the video and wanted to watch it because they saw a woman steal a cop car, crash it, and then ultimately wounding 2 officers. That is the sole reason. Don't try and make it longer just to make it longer. Don't try and drag it for no reason. You need to be specific, and if it ends up being a 5-minute video, a 10-minute video, a 50-hour video, it doesn't matter. You just need to convey the point, because either way, even if you drag it, you're going to have retention fall-offs, and then people never even make it to the payoff, and then they potentially never watch your video or your channel again. So with this, you can get new information. So there's higher stakes, worse decisions, emotional shift. And the best way to explain it, if you're still not understanding, is viral videos don't stay flat, they escalate. Every single time you've watched a good movie or a good story, or even videos like Mr. Beast with high production, they are never just stagnant and they're emotionless, right? Even if there's a lot of money on the line, or even if there's $1 on the line, the more emotion and the more that people are involved emotionally in the video, the more they want to watch. And again, it's curiosity. Why does Mr. Beast keep doing things that involve money? 1, it's emotional. 2, it's relatable because everybody wants to be in a position like that. And 3, people are going to want to see what they want to do. They're like, okay, is he going to split the $1 million? Is he going to give it away? Is he going to give it to his teammate? Is he going to try and take it? Is he going to try and lie, steal it? People want to see what's happening, right? We already know that someone's winning $1 million, but it's more than just someone winning $1 million. There's stakes to it. He could steal it. He can rob it from a little girl. He can split it. He can lie. He can cheat. There's different ways to get to the $1 million rather than it just, I'm giving away $1 million, because nobody would watch that because it's boring. So viral videos don't stay flat, they escalate. Very key point. The sole reason a video went viral is because it is not boring. When is the last time you watched a video, or you saw a movie, or you saw a movie trailer that did really, really well and it was boring? Never, because a video wouldn't go viral if it was boring. Now, it might be boring to you, but overall to the target audience, it was not boring, because that is the sole reason you have a viral video. Viral videos are not boring. Another example I would use for my specific example is saying she refuses or she argues. So for example, if the cop right here for number 3, escalation, maybe the cop saying, hey, get out of the car. This is before she steals a cop car. Hey, excuse me, ma'am, get out of the car. You're being detained. And she's like, no, I'm not. And then she rolls up her window. She locks the car. This is when things are getting intense, because now we all understand that, okay, if someone's not complying with a cop, what comes next? Well, he has to use his own force, and he has to drag her out of the car. He has to bust the window. We know that it's about to get serious and shit's about to get good. So she refuses, or she's arguing, or she's lying. She's like, no, I haven't had anything to drink. Her speech is slurred. She's looking everywhere. You could tell she's clearly not all there. Or maybe she gets out of the car and runs. Or maybe then she just steals the car, right? So it's very dependent, but on the example, these are things that I would be able to do, and each step is worse than the last. So when he first pulls her over and he's examining her, maybe she lies about her name or that she hasn't had anything to drink. Then she locks herself in the car, rolls up the window, and then next she dashes out of the car to actually steal the cop car. You know what I'm saying? So like it just gets progressively worse and worse and worse, but each step of the way as it gets worse, viewers are able to notice it, and it's more enjoyable and more curiosity just sparks from that. Number 4, the payoff, which is deliver what you promise. So this is typically just whatever the title idea is, the overall goal of the video. This is where you want to show that. And this isn't the end of the video. This is usually around like 75%, a little more towards the end of the video. So you want to show the full moment. Don't rush it. You want to show the full chase. Let's say maybe after she steals the cop car, she gets out and she starts running after she crashes. And this is before you realize that there's 2 officers dead. So it's not the full story is complete yet. It's woman steals a cop car, she crashes, and then she kills 2 officers. So even though those all 3 happen pretty much at once, we're able to break it down in a story in like a before, middle, and after. So you show the full chase, you show the crash, you show the arrest, and you show the meltdown. The best thing about the body cam footage is it shows before they were pulled over or why they were pulled over, before the altercation with the police. It shows during that, and then it shows after. Maybe the interrogation, it shows that. Maybe it shows them freaking out because they know they're going to go to jail for a long time. Them realizing actually what they did. This is after already what they did, which would be she stole a car, she crashed it, and then obviously the 2 officers got hurt. So this is where you fulfill the promise of the hook. So going back to number 1, I'm going to show you this, how we tie this into everything. We could see the hook right here, which for the example title was this. If we go down to number 4, the payoff, this is where you fulfill the promise of the hook. So whatever the hook is, whatever the main idea, the main goal of the video is, this is where you show it. Because if you don't show it, no one's going to watch it and they're not going to make it this far. And we all know we need watch time. You want to get views. You want to make money. This is how I made $7,800 on that single video. Please pay attention to this. You want to show the idea and the title and the payoff. And again, this is just example. So if you still are lost, you're not following, I just made it make more sense by putting that there. And then number 5, which is important, the aftermath, closure. And again, let me emphasize this very, very seriously. Each of these steps are as important as the rest. You can't make it to number 5, or you can't even make it to number 4, the payoff, if they don't make it to number 3, if they don't make it to number 2, and if they don't even make it to number 1. So you have to do each of these key points in order, and you have to execute them good. Now, again, it all comes with experience, and obviously your videos may not be as good as mine just because I have more experience, but as you go, each of your videos should have steady improvement, and you should be able to look at your past 5 videos and then look at your 6th video and go, okay, this video is 10 times better. The hook's better. They actually made it up until 60% of the video, right? So your videos should be gradually improving just as you go. So number 5, the aftermath, which is the closure, finish the story. What happened next? So what happened, right? She stole the cop car. We already know what happened. We know everything about the story. This is usually the last 20, maybe 15, 10% of the video. We understand what happened. She stole the cop car. We understand why she got pulled over. We understand she's crying. She's freaking out probably. But what happened next? Did she go to jail for life? Did we get the court ruling? Did we get an interrogation? Did we see her freaking out? Like, what actually happened less? Did we get the officer commentary? Maybe we get to see the ambulance of the officers and then them have to call the officer's family and say that they were actually dead. Like, what happened? We need to keep this emotional the entire time. This makes the video feel complete instead of cut off. Because imagine the video, you click on a video, right? This is the girl steals a cop car. She crashes it, kills 2 officers. And then as soon as that is shown, as soon as the officer goes up to the lady and goes, did you know, hey, did you know you killed 2 people? And she goes, no, I didn't. And then the video ends. You'd be like, well, that's stupid because I want to see what happens next. Did one of the officers kick her in the face? I don't know. Maybe she killed one of her friends. Like, what happened? Anything could have happened. Because again, this is a real niche and it's real. And that's why it's so insane to watch these videos, because it's real life and it can actually happen to anybody. So that's why these videos do so good. So you need to make the video video feel complete instead of cutting it off. Show the aftermath, show exactly what happens. People don't just want the chaos, they want to know what happened after. And this is very powerful because it increases the watch time. It makes the story satisfying, right? You can't have a story if you just have a beginning and middle. There has to be beginning, middle, and end. And it builds trust for your next upload because it's a complete story. And if your one video is good, chances are 99.9% they're going to go to your channel and they're going to watch another video, and it's going to be the same thing because you've already applied this 1 through 5 format and how to get a viral video and how to actually formulate your video. And you need to apply this to all your videos because, again, it depends on the niche. But for the example, I broke it down exactly how I would do this. This is how I was able to make $7,800 and $1,800 with a nice little $7 RPM on these two videos. If you found this video in any way, shape, or form helpful, first of all, like the video, subscribe, comment the word pizza, and I'll know that you made it this far. I'll probably like some of your comments. And also, I just relaunched my one-on-one mentorship program. So if you want to work directly with me and be able to have me hold your hand through the process in your own Faceless YouTube channels, click the link in the description. It's a little questionnaire. It takes under 30 seconds to complete. And if I think that you and I can work together and actually do something with it, then I'll reach out and we'll go from there. Anyways, hope you guys learned something from this video. Peace out.
All right, so I'm currently at my dashboard on smmshiba.com, and do not get confused by the website names. SMMShiba and SMM are actually the same website. So all you have to do once you've created yourself an account here is to go on list, click on this category icon, select, and here you want to select something, basically any option that says from with video. So I'm going to choose this one right here, and this should be already fine. 2014, 2017, yeah. Now I'm going to click on buy, confirm, and now you can go onto your product orders and you will see this is pending. All right, the order is now completed. This didn't even take 2 minutes. What you want to do now is you want to copy that ID, and we want to be organized, right? Especially if we have multiple channels, you will not find them again. So make sure to save it somewhere.